Okay, folks, again, no intro today. Let's get straight into this.
We were surprised, Jay, when in the aftermath of the Super Mario Brothers movie had a ton of success at the box office, people thought, hey, maybe it's going to be a start of like a Nintendo cinematic animated universe, blah, blah, blah. Think of all the things they could do. That they went out and they announced a Zelda movie, but not an animated Zelda movie, a live action Zelda movie that's actually set to come out in 2027. Well, people are getting a little worried. The people that may have been excited about that, about the idea of a Zelda movie, whether it's animated, live action, whatever it may be, people are starting to get a little worried because of who's rumored to be playing Zelda. You know, Princess Zelda, female, because it's a man. Trans actor Hunter Schafer, rumored for Princess Zelda. A big rumor hits the net. The trans actor Hunter Schafer's being eyed to play Princess Zelda in Nintendo's upcoming live-action Zelda movie, currently in development.
Okay, first, before I let them continue, my main concern is that if that trans actor attacked gamers, similar with Tati Gabrielle, people are gonna roast it. It will suffer the same fate as Borderlands movie. Trust me, it will. And if we heard report that they are coaching her, it's going to fail. That's the first sign.
Scooper Daniel RPK, who recently dropped all those leaks for the Marvel Visions series coming to Disney+. We should put out there that Daniel RPK, I think half the stuff that he puts out is just straight up bullshit, and the other half is stuff that's other people have already reported previously. This Hunter Schafer as Zelda thing has been out there in the ether for like a year. Okay? Mostly from his big fan base, pronouns and bios people, whatever, because he got asked about it at some red carpet thing. Would you ever want to play Zelda? And he's like, oh, that'd be cool. I kind of look like an elf, and I played that game when I was growing up, so sure, I'd love that. And it's kind of been in the ether and out there ever since that moment, but this is one of the first times we're hearing it reported by somebody that this guy's being eyed. Hunter Schafer is known for HBO's Euphoria, Hunger Games, the Hunger Games prequel, by the way, with Rachel Zegler, and will be starring in Amazon's Blade Runner 2099 series. The actor also recently revealed his newly issued U.S. passport lists him as a male, despite identifying and selecting female on the application, attributing the discrepancy to recent federal policy changes under the Trump administration that restrict gender markers on official documents to the sex assigned at birth. And yeah, he had a meltdown sometime last year that his passport says male. And yes, Hunter Schafer identifies as a female, identifies as a woman, but is a man, is a male. Jay, what do you think would happen?
You know what? On second thought, I'm hoping it would happen. Tell me something, to all of the LGBTQ who are watching this. Do you approve what this person is doing? No, seriously, I'm asking a question. So far, this, I don't want to say male or female, I think I'll just say it. It doesn't even, you know what, I'm gonna go back. Hunter here doesn't appear to be attacking gamers, well, except say F this administration. What are the chances of President Trump is going to send the ICE agent to arrest her? But then again, it's Hollywood. What do I expect?
If this casting comes to fruition, if a man plays Zelda in this live action series,
I think they should go all in. And someone in the chat mentioned it. They should get Elliot Page, for Link. Let's just if you're gonna do this, just dive right into the deep end and just go full on at it, And I also think that YouTubers such as yourself and others would probably make way more money on this than the actual film, if that is true. I looked up I
believe Hunter Schafer goes by she, her pronouns, but is a man.
All right. I just went to see what he was in, like Euphoria with Sydney Sweeney.
So I have seen Euphoria, and I've seen Euphoria, and Hunter Schafer's character in there plays a pretty appropriate role. A male who is transgender who identifies as a woman. That is their role in Euphoria. So, those roles are out there. Makes sense to, I suppose if that's what you're going to tell a story about, then it makes sense to cast that person for the role.
I will call this 100% because this person says, well, Hunter, just say F this administration. Yeah, I don't think that will be a good on your resume, Hunter. What if the person who are writing the story happened to be a MAGA, or perhaps who support Donald Trump, or perhaps what if all the crew there happens to be supporting Trump? How are you going to do it? Hunter Schafer? Seriously, I'm asking you, how come nobody, or perhaps the government doesn't even know this? Even when Trump is in office, this should have been apparent that this is illegal. But I think my theory is that Donald Trump wanted these activists or the leftists to lose their money, to experience failure. And here's another theory. I think what they're trying to do, drain them up, drain their money. Because if you don't know, I think I heard President Trump is now denying funds, federal funds, to the governor of Maine. I don't know if it's true. I had to recheck this. This is another case which I hope Hollywood doesn't disrespect the source material, but then again, it's Hollywood. We all remember The Last of Us. They already disrespect the source material. Yakuza also did it. And if we found out, or perhaps if they confirm, or perhaps if Hunter Schafer says that he is not allowed to play the original game, then that is complete kaput. Unfortunately, they confirmed saying that he played the game, which I hope, I need to recheck this. But when the director says that whatever you do, don't play the game, and that's a surefire sign that the movie adaptation is going to fail. Now, the good thing that Laura Danvers, despite playing a hated characters, but I respect Laura Danvers on one thing. She played the game. At least that's one good thing. I can respect her for that. That's the one good thing. Bella Ramsey weren't allowed to play the game. They don't know. If I were a director on movie adaptation, I would let my crew and actress and actor to play the original game, the source material, learn from it, and study how we can improve it in the movie or TV show. Now, I'm not certain how they're gonna do this for this. You have to understand one thing. Zelda is mostly a JRPG, if I had to make a guess. Meaning there's a lot of side quests, a lot of things, so it's very difficult for you to condense or mash up into one movie. You're gonna have to focus on the story mission and some side quests or treasure. I don't think they were gonna include the treasure hunting, okay? Some side quests and then some final mission, which we don't know which part of the Zelda game they're gonna take, either Breath of the Wild. So tell me something, which Zelda game do you think that Hollywood is going to adapt? Drop it in the comments.
Adam, I was very surprised when I first met you.
What?
Back in the colony, we learned that everyone on Earth was completely wiped out.
I'm sure it must have seemed that way. But you can't expect Mother Sphere to know everything.
Then there are other survivors out there, like you.
Yes, but it's rare to see them. Earth is still pretty inhospitable to humans.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, gaming theories, or you just want to see me play games. You can visit my first, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.